Good evening and welcome. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Today is Wednesday, January the 9th, January the 8th, sorry, 2025. Why am I rushing the dates here? Wednesday, January the 8th, 2024. Let me go back. Yasa Kenny, Yasa K, we're on the YouTube channel. Let me go back and make all the necessary corrections here. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. And we are coming to you live and direct from Detroit, Michigan. With the program, Liberia First on Gina Hot Dog. With your host, one and only, Michael Gilman. Okay, sit back, relax, invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. And first, we said dissent is essential and critical for any democracy. Liberia is no exception. Those are human worker crackdown on democracy is wrong and must be thwarted. Okay? Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, be my guest. Coming up, nothing. Our monologue and hot topics on here tonight. You said take your time, CEO. Absolutely. 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 I'm going to take my time here to do the people's job. Coming up very shortly here, our monologue. Are you better off today than 1 year ago of this current Unity Party government? How do you rate this government on the rule of law and democracy, civil liberties, including all rights enshrined in the Liberian Constitution, the economy, education sector, healthcare delivery, agricultural development, and food security, road construction and infrastructure development, fiscal policy, and institutional corruption are sanctioned by Joseph Bldg Fire and the destruction of the Capitol Bldg and private homes. Do you trust the LFP, Joint Security, or the Joseph Bldg administration to fully investigate the Capitol Bldg fire and improve the fire service agency to adequately serve the Liberian people? What were your best and worst moments in 2024 under the Unity Party government of Liberia? Are you hopeful for a better 2025? What are the signs that point to that? What about the opposition bloc? How do you rate the Liberian opposition 1 year in the Unity Party government rule? Complacent or lack of courage? Lack of courage to fully engage the government. Let's dig deeper. If you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. If you don't like what we say, what we do here, we invite you to switch the channel, move to another channel, and move to another channel, and you can always come back for another day. Okay? You can always come back for another day here. And tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Alan Askey of New Jersey. Happy birthday to you there, Alan, a very good friend, sister, or what have you. Paulette Doe Williams, a very good sister also of New Jersey, celebrating her birthday as well. Jackie Willis of Atlanta, Georgia. Salia Sony, a follower of this program. Happy birthday to you, Salia. Miss Claudia Allison, happy birthday to you, a frequent follower here. Mami Chobel aka Tiger Buzz. That's my daughter there in California. Happy birthday to you, Tiger. Thomas Miguel, a friend and brother. Rita's Inewea, Jeff Poole, Mariah D, Jerome Swenson, a follower of this program as well. Melvina Johnson, Otis Smith, Ralph B. Thomas Senior, Elfrida Kamara, Alfred N. Zulu, and Inewea, Mami Dennis. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Okay, welcome to all of you joining us there for the very first time. This is a program that we first on Junior High Talk. We apologize, we haven't been on the air for a number of days. Anyway, man proposes, God disposes. We are happy to be back with you here tonight. Our hot topics coming up: arson attack, West Mark. Liberian National Police Inspector General Gregory Koffa's case, the Capitol Bldg Fire, was an arson attack. After 22 days since the fire incident, the investigation has not named any suspect, but claimed they have persons of interest who are cooperating. But arrest will be made if they refuse to cooperate. How can someone who is cooperating refuse to cooperate? IG Coleman called for international assistance in the investigation. Who did he contact for such help? Is the investigation following on every possible lead or suspicious activities before and after the fire? Is the LMP and the Fire Service Agency? Is the LMP and the Fire Service Agency clear about who were assigned at the building the night of the incident? Who was the last person that was seen at the building? Did the investigation consider why the chair didn't burn? Did they consider Representative James Cool's conflicting statement on the Capitol fire? What about Representative Samuel Kumga's interview on Sport TV while sitting in his car for hours? Where was Koga the night of the incident? What about Mo Ali, who described the scene of the fire as the speakers of this area is on fire? While driving on Capitol Bypass, how did he know that side of the building was the speaker's office? Is IG Gregory Coleman and the fire chief only trying to corroborate Joseph Yuma Boyka's statement that the fire was an act of arson by hooligans and gangsters? Let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper into these questions as we try to provide you some answers in here tonight. Also, coming up, the Rule of Law Caucus. The Rule of Law Caucus and Chairman Musa Hassan Bldg, aka Light. You've carved yourselves in Liberia's history, in the heart of many Liberians. Quote, do what you can with what you have, where you are. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds who have done them better. That's a quotable from former United States President Theodore Roosevelt. As we dig deeper tonight into the Rule of Law Caucus Chair Musa Hassan Bldg, what do they think? How do they navigate joining the ranks and file of the renegade lawmakers? We're going to dig deeper into that tonight, okay? Also, coming up, Ford. Who forged the United States Embassy document to process a bogus contract worth hundreds of thousands of United States dollars? Will Joseph Yuma Boyka rein in these corrupt officials, or an approval as he stated to local county? I want to encourage you, who want to remain corrupt to use the money to help the people. And of course, Let's dig deeper. We reported to you last week that the Joseph Human Worker Administration is yet to sign the renegade lawmakers' draft budget into law. The budget was approved by both houses and forwarded to Joseph Human Worker for his signature, but he has since failed to sign it. That was our updates for you, our report last week, many days ago. However, update: Joseph Human Worker secretly signed the budget at his residence without the pomp and pageantry. Without the pomp and pageantry, Joseph Human Worker did sign the renegade lawmakers' budget into law. What's in store for the governance structure? Will Cabinet Janet go ahead and file a lawsuit? Is the act by Joseph Worker signing the budget into law, an act of treason as suggested by legal pundits? Let's dig deeper. State of the Nation's address presiding officer. Dr. Koffa is determined to attend the State of the Nation's address by Joseph Human Worker as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. While reports are suggesting that the LMP has been instructed to forcibly remove the Speaker from his office, and a marked GMC vehicle is seen parked in the official space at the Capitol building. Whose car is it? And why is the LMP not removing the car, but will not allow any unmarked car on the Capitol grounds? Let's dig deeper. Welcome again if you just joined us here for the very first time. We got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. Murder or suicide? Murder or suicide? Mr. Anwar Futlo of the Bolivar Palace Hotel reportedly committed suicide, but reports suggest foul play. Did Futlo have any information implicating the distribution of money by top government officials in the hotel? Is there any CCTV, video, audio to that effect? Why can't the government be proactive by calling for international pathologists to investigate the mysterious nature of his death? Why arrest a security guard if Futlo actually committed suicide? Let's dig deeper. Again, this broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Paulette Joe Williams, Arlene Ashley, Jackie Willis, Sally Sonim, Claudia Allison, Mami Chopel, Tiger Puss, Thomas Miguel, Ritas Inawea, Jeff Kuhn, Marias D, Jerome Swenson, Elvina Johnson, Otis Smith, Ralph B. Thomas Sr., Elfrida Kamara, Alfred M. Zulu, and Inawea, Mami Dennis. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Okay? We got a great show for all of us here. Sit back, relax, and then we're gonna take you through tonight, right here, right now. Okay, our first video we're about to show you here is that of Gregory Coleman, the Inspector General, Liberia National Police, addressing media networks today in Liberia, in the nation's capital, from the Charles Alfonso King Police Headquarters. And of course, we're going to analyze this for you here tonight. Let me welcome all of you if you are just joining us here. Let me welcome all of you. I see Miss Emma Dahlia. That's the lady there. Emma Kitchen, 7200 Woodland Avenue, Philadelphia, the best Liberian cuisines in all of Philadelphia. Emma Dahlia. Welcome to you there. That's the wife of my young brother, Koffa. It's great to see you on here tonight. Joyce Lomage Wim, welcome to you. She said, please lower the sound in the back. It's too loud. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I hope, I wish I saw your comment earlier on, Joyce, but hopefully you got the information as well. Okay. Welcome to all of you that have joined us here tonight. Yasa Kerry, the lady from Atlanta on the YouTube channel here tonight. Good evening to you, Mr. Gilman. And my GHT CLN family. First in the queue here tonight, Yasa. Welcome to you. And Wimot Kau also on the YouTube channel. Welcome to you there. Patrick Kayosie, our senior distributor all the way from Indonesia, Jakarta. Welcome as well. We got a great show for all of us here. Saturday Zone where Wulugle. Welcome to you from the ATL, Merido. Welcome there. Said thanks be to your God Almighty. We are back online. Hi, Mr. Gilmer. Absolutely. Welcome to you there, Miss Do. Welcome there from Canada. She says it's great to have you on here tonight as well. Jesus is coming soon. Beware, Prince. Welcome to you there from Korea, South Korea. Josephine Campbell. Welcome to you. It's been a long time coming. Patience Green, where have you been? She said, I'm in my little corner in Marshall. Welcome there, Patience. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. I haven't seen you in a long time on this podcast watching. We said Topo. Welcome there from Plebo. Wow. We said Topo. Welcome to you. Good to have you here from Plebo, Maryland tonight. And Elizabeth Lavla. Hi, Mr. Gamer. How you doing and your family? Happy New Year. Long time no notification. Yeah, I see you are watching from the YouTube channel, Miss Lavla. And I hope everything works out this time around. It's great to see you back too. Okay, Happy New Year to you as well. Omigo J. Doe, welcome. Joseph Richards, welcome to you. Ma Helena M. Brown from Charlotte, North Carolina, welcome there. Miss Boyu, no Monique Boyu, good to see you on here tonight. Welcome to all of you. And Sam Ricks, I am seated. Hi, boss. Welcome there. CDC Darlington. Welcome to you. Say hello, Mr. Gilmore. This is CDCD journey from New Jersey. The criminal empire spoon went on the street yesterday asking citizens about President Weah first year and that of Barker first year. All said and done. And that's why we asked the question. This was since last week. Are you better off? In our monologue, are you better off today than 1 year ago? You remember when we had that discussion? Winston Logan, welcome to you. Eddie Mayata Song Balima, welcome there. Ruth Newe, good to see you here as always. And Sam Ricks, man can't oh, you will pay fine. I know. Yeah, I will pay the fine. I will pay the fine, no doubt. Peter Spear, welcome. Joseph and Edith Wally Kenner, welcome to you there. Good to see all of you here tonight. Got a great show for all of us. Stan Blaine, Stanley, welcome there, my man. Good to see you. And Jerome Weir, Kuye Gallo, Felicia, welcome there from Philadelphia. Good to see you on here tonight. Amrusa, welcome. Let's go to the video here. Play you excerpt from this video. James John Kakula Sumo from Jamestown, North Dakota, welcome to you as well. We've got a great show for all of us here. Let's go to this video. Take a look, take a listen, and then we're going to do the analysis in the background, okay? Let's listen to the Inspector General, Gregory Coleman. Welcome.
Deputy Director of Administration, and his name is Samuel Fair. Also here attendance is our DRGP for Operations, Jane Nelson Freeman, Anthony J. Nelson Freeman, and other senior officers here present. So without much ado, I hope your gadgets are set. Ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, this is our honorable RG, who is all set to brief the press on the situation.
Good afternoon to all. Indeed, our God Yahweh is real. Let me first begin by apologizing for the delay, but it's better late than to have inconsistencies in our briefing. So we had to make sure that we gather more pieces of information to be able to accurately inform the public as to where we are. We are very much aware of the eagerness in the general public to hear about developments as far as the fire situation at the Capitol building is concerned. Like the Chief of Press and Public Affairs noted, I'm joined here today by the Director General of the Liberian National Fire Service. When this incident occurred, we announced earlier that there will be joint investigation by the Joint Security of the Republic of Liberia. That have now fallen short. The investigations are underway. The Joint Security is working tirelessly to ensure that we gave the Liberian people some answers to what has happened in the nation. At this point in time, I think it's only fair for us to brief as to how far we are. If you all could recall, over the last few press conferences or briefings that we've had, I've been very, very clear on my words. I've minced my words as far as calling the situation at the Capitol an arson, and told you all that we're still investigating. And we're looking at, even though there were elements pointing towards that, but we could not with all definitive say that it was an arson. Today, January 8th, at this point in time, I'm here to officially inform the nation that we have sufficient evidence to call the act at the Capitol an act of arson. The Chief of Fire Service is here. He will throw some light on it, and then I will also follow up on some briefings as per the establishment of motive and intent, and possible collaborator, conspirators, and executioners of this horrific incident at the Capitol, which is very disturbing to the nation, and that the people are eagerly waiting to hear from us where we are. Honorable Bafo, if you wanted to say a few words, and then I can continue from there, or?
Thank you, RG. Good afternoon. I know you been calling me, asking why we are not saying anything. You know, when it comes to investigation, there are a lot of things involved. So you got to take your time to go, you know, through it so that we can get the facts out. Like you said, we have almost at the point of conclusion. And from our observation at the Capitol building, there were flammable substance used to allow in the cause of fire there. And so indeed, like you said, the funnel will be out. We just want to briefly let you know that from our observation, there were flammable substance used that caused the fire at the Capitol building.
Thank you. To throw a little more light on this issue, as part of our investigative analysis, the electrical system at the Capitol building was duly assessed, and it has an automatic circuit breaker that should trip without there is a major short in the building that could lead to fire. Up to the time that the building was ablaze, the grid was still supplying power into the building, which is an indicator that it could not have been a short that caused that particular fire. More so, we also observed from the investigation that the smoke from the fire is consistent with that of an accelerant, the heavy, thick black smoke that we all saw coming from the Capitol building on that day. The color of the flame of the fire as well is also consistent with that of an accelerant as well. We also observe as part of the investigation that the fire with an electric, if it was an electrical fire, it will have a specific place that it will have begun from. But in this case, there were multiple areas that we noticed that the fire picked up from. So it wasn't like from one particular location spreading throughout the room, but from multiple locations around the room. So at this point in time, we are definitive about calling it an arson. We have identified people of interest in this investigation. Those people of interest are being reached. We have sent out clear messages to them to come in to continue the investigation. And in the case where they do not show up, they will be arrested. There's absolutely no one in this country by the Constitution that is immune from such felonious act. And as such, it is our hope that people will willingly cooperate with this investigation. So far, so good. We haven't had any hostile posture from any of those that we would like to speak to. So we believe that that cooperation will be continued and that we will be able to subsequently brief you all when a full briefing has been done at the level of the National Security Council and some of our findings are declassified that we will be able to give out to the press. At this point, I would like to rest. I know you have one, a few or two questions, and then we can take it on from there.
So, ladies and
Okay, folks, that was the voice of the police chief, Gregory Coleman, and you heard the fire chief who spoke for less than a minute in such an investigation, such a first report of this magnitude. The fire chief spoke for less than a minute. And what did he say? According to what he said, according to Gregory Coleman, according to what he said. Yeah. Okay. According to what he said, according to what Gregory Coleman said, the fire chief, instead of he being corroborated by Gregory Coleman, he's agreeing with Gregory Coleman. And well, honey, asked a question here. Joda Agba from Minnesota. From our observation or investigation, is this incident still in the observatory stage, or it is an investigation? You've named or stated there are persons of interest that are cooperating with you, right? You said that there are persons of interest that are cooperating with you. And so far, they have not said anything that warrant that they will not cooperate. That has not happened. Eh? That has not happened. So, we are getting reports that somebody's home was surrounded tonight, and a possible arrest was made in connection with this. Yeah. Akwe, Gemakoli, how is it possible when the building is burning at the highest level, but yet the grid was still supplying electricity in the same building that was on fire? How possible is it? And D. Sheikh Sayer, the police inspector is person of interest. I agree with you. Because they're supposed to tell the Liberian people, and this is why I agree with you, Sheikh Sayer. By this time, they were supposed to tell the Liberian people if there were securities on the grounds of the Capitol the night of the fire. Were there police officers? Were there the joint security, AFL, immigration, the entire joint security? Were there anybody present on the grounds of the Capitol the night of the incident? Mind you, we got videos we're going to play for you here. But first, let's dig a little deeper into Gregory Coleman's section here. Mind you, there was a protest the day before the fire. December 17th was a protest by citizens demanding the rule of law, demanding Speaker Koffa is given due process. And that protest was very brutal as a result of the police brutalizing citizens, peaceful protesters. Even the American ambassador will issue a statement condemning the act of violence meted out against the citizens. Okay, we're going to play you those videos as well. And William Massacre, the first report should have been more detailing, most especially by the fire chief. Imagine the first major press conference since after the incident. The entire Helena Flomo, welcome to you. We were not here, but we're here now. I'll see you tonight. Welcome. Good to see you on here from New Jersey. Welcome to you. Okay. The Solo Senior. Wow. My man, you're not doing me good. You're supposed to call me, my man. Call me after the show. Okay? Solo. Welcome. Say I'm safely home now. You are in Zulu? You in Zulu whiskey or you in Kunamo? But thank God for safe travel so far. Call me later on, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And Alex Gay, if you concluded an investigation which points at several individuals, why not arrest them instead of inviting them? Seems you want them to come and adduce evidence against themselves. The police needs to admit a serious failure in performance of their duties. Absolutely. If the investigation is continuing, or you've concluded at some stage of the investigation that these people, X, Y, Z, are persons of interest, and then you said there are hardcore evidence suggesting arson committed by these people, right? You are telling the Liberian people there are hardcore evidence. Yeah. We have been joined by one of our senior analysts, Delano Tamasa. Tamasa, happy New Year to you. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, thank you. Thank you so much. And let me say happy New Year to you as well.
Right.
And happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's great to be on the show since 2024.
Since 2024. I just seen you.
Yeah, and
Since
thank
last
God
year.
at least we're done. Since last year, Mr. Gilman, we're back. We're back. Thank God. At least we see the 2025, and
Right.
thank God for life. It's great to be on the global stage. At least the fresh year, 2025.
2025. Yeah.
Joining you on the global stage for the first time in 2025 is amazing, and I'm so honored. I'm so grateful to be with you.
Absolutely. It's great
Let
to
me
have
just
you
say
as
hello
well.
to all our people. Happy New Year to all our GHT family and the CLN family. I want to just wish everyone Happy New Year, happy, prosper 2025. Our people back home and all around the world. I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. This is my debut for 2025, Mr. Gilman. I'm so excited to be with you and the rest of the team.
Absolutely. It's great to have you as well, Tamasa. And good to have you here. Thank God we made it into 2025. How's your family doing?
Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. At least the boss lady, the captain was down, but thank God at least she recovered.
Yeah.
She's doing well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm energized. God with us. The God that we serve is a God
I
that is
like,
always
yeah,
attentive. To
always,
deal with His people.
always omnipotent, always
Yeah,
omnipresence. He's always there. He's
all
always there.
nations.
Yeah,
Yes, always.
always there. And I
Yeah,
like the word you said that you are energized. She's well. You are
yeah,
energized. So
yeah.
thank goodness. Thank God.
Yes,
Let's continue to dig deeper.
absolutely.
No doubt. Yeah, let's continue to dig deeper. So, folks, again, welcome to you there. Happy New Year to you. You heard it from Delano Tamasa. Ato Solosino says he's back in Omaha, Nebraska. It's good for your safe
Oh,
travels. Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome,
Welcome back.
welcome.
Welcome back, the chief parliamentarian.
Yeah, welcome back.
You and your beautiful and darling wife.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is from Roosevelt Kroma. Let me please use your platform to say good evening to Madam Marlene Sumo of Monrovia, Liberia. Marlene Sumo, if you are watching, you are following, wherever you are, you have a treat here from Roosevelt Kroma, and I want to join him. I don't know the details of that message, but I want to join him to say good evening to you, good morning, wherever you are in Monrovia, Liberia. There, Marlene Sumo. Uh, you have it from Roosevelt Kroma. I hope it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The man putting a wire, my man. I don't know whether you put a
Yeah.
wire or he already get a wire
No, you're,
connected. They
I think
connected.
connected already. So
They connected
yeah,
already.
yeah,
The wire is connected. Roosevelt Kroma,
yeah.
the connection is in progress. Okay. Yeah.
So you want for the watchman to just put the icing on the cake, to make it
Put it
more
as
smoother. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
All right, so folks, let's get back to our conversation here. You heard the IG, Gregory Coleman. You heard the fire chief who spoke for less than a minute. Yeah, spoke for less than a minute in a major investigation. And I like what the gentleman said. Uh, Ellis Gay. Yeah, if you concluded an investigation which points to several individuals, why not arrest them instead of inviting them? Why not? Seems you want them to come and adduce evidence against themselves. Do you want people to come and say, uh, to produce evidence against themselves? The police needs to admit a serious failure in performance of their duties. Absolutely. I agree with you
yeah,
1,000 times. And
yeah,
Jerome Weir went on, the fire chief who's supposed to take the lead and provide factual information about the findings of the fire is tight-lipped about the details. Okay? And then you heard Gregory Coleman talked about we're going to take it to the national security level so that they can declassify a certain portion of the investigation crap. What's there to declassify? If I told these people who did the alleged arson, as stated by the IG, what's there to classify, to declassify or criminals? This is a criminal act. If the building was indeed an act of arson, it's a criminal act, is heinous, is, I mean, beyond imagination, and should be condemned to the highest level with every adjective there is. Okay, it's diabolical and what have you. I want to join Joseph Boyka to say it's an act of hooliganism and all of that. Okay, and so there should be no classification or declassification of such individuals or such an act. What's there to classify? Look at the California fires. Who is speaking to the American people about the fires in California tonight? Who is speaking to them? Is it just Joe Biden that is declaring what kind of fire it is, or Joe Biden is being debriefed about the happiness in California and he's putting resources together to combat the fire as well as help rebuild the lives of those people whose homes and businesses, churches, schools, business centers burned to ashes, homes. Who is speaking to Californians, the American people as a whole, on the fires in California? Who is? Helena Flumbo. But we all know that the stage was set by Joseph Boyka from the day the building got burned. So it's not surprising about what the police director said today. He's doing exactly what his boss told him to say. Thank you. We're not here, but we are here now. We are all digging. Yeah, we are here. We're getting the information in record time. Okay? We are doing it in record time. Matilda Stevens, welcome to you there. Good to have you on here. We're not responsible for what people choose to do. We've said it many times. This platform is available. Other networks are available for the likes of Carlos Gray and others. They want to take to whatever network is upon them. That's the freedom of speech that we all want, right? Yeah. Miss Pratt, Charlene Pratt, welcome there. Says good evening, Mr. Gilmer. Welcome to you. Good to see you on here as always. Twee Wiles, welcome. She says hello to all. Welcome to you. Josephine Santamoa Amisa, welcome to you as well. Ma Helena Brown. Mr. Gilmer, I won't believe that the dark days is already here, which is so sad. It is very sad. It's very sad. And Bishop, the Boyka government is very confused. Okay, so that's just one tape that we have for you there tonight. We got several that we're going to play for you here. Okay, stick and stay, don't go nowhere as we bring you an excerpt. You saw the police chief describe the fire as burning with dark smoke and suggesting that a chemical was used. And what chemical was it? He went further to say that they invited LPRC and the EPA to evaluate the chemical that was discovered on the grounds of the Capitol building. Okay, but what he did not say was that water and sewer What he did not talk about, he invited Water and Sewer to tell us about the truck, the Water and Sewer truck that came in. Okay? This the Water and Sewer truck that came in to combat the fire. And our journalists need to do a lot more investigation. When you go to these news conferences, ask the tough questions, the hard questions. Okay? Ask the hard questions. But I hate to say this, but people joke with the profession of journalism. There's a reason why the profession is considered the fourth estate
Yes.
in a country. There's a reason. The fourth estate. You are the eyes and mouths of the ordinary people. Okay? When you are the eyes and mouth of a community, a country, you take it with P&D, pride and dignity. Ask the hard questions. Yeah, Eric, pass away. You say it is no longer alleged, but established and determined that it's an act of arson. Yes, that's what they said today. It's an act of arson. But yet and still, they say they got to take the report to National Security Council to declassify it. What's there to declassify? What's there to declassify? What is it? High profile people that are connected with the fire are the persons of interest? Is it maybe Representative Koga, James Colette, or Speaker Koffa, and Frank Sarfoko? What's there to declassify? Is it persons of high interest? Persons, high profile persons? Is it Mo Ali? To declassify it, to say, oh, Chief, our investigation, we found out XYZ people from Unity Party or people from lawmakers or directors or ministers. What's there to declassify? Tamasa, help me out before we play the video. What's there to declassify? Did he hear the IG talk about we're gonna take it to the National Security Council to declassify? Did you hear him say that?
No, but I've been following on the papers.
Yeah, you came on after we played the video, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will go back to playing it, but that's why he said that they have to declassify the report for the Liberian people consumption. Let them, he said, let them, the Security Council, let them declassify a certain portion. Yeah. Yeah.
It's yeah. I don't know. I know what we're going through as a country. This particular situation, it is nothing about to declassify it. There is, as they call it, an arson attack. Yeah. There is a criminal offense.
It's a criminal offense.
This is one of the, as they classify it, that's what we're just speaking to. As you said, that it is an arson attack. We can also classify it also as a terroristic attack.
Terroristic
where
attack.
People will post something. Yeah. So what do you want to declassify thing? It's a heinous attack against the nation, against our government, if there's any fundings, I think it has to be made public. We have to bring those people to book.
Yeah.
The nation need to know. I mean, the place is burned. What is so classified that you want to declassify, that you think that it have to go to the national security? So that means that it was members of the executive that initiated this particular plan,
It should be high profile
or
person
high profile people within the
within the
administration,
government.
that
Yeah.
within the government.
Yeah.
Because if it was Speaker
Ordinary
Koffa,
people. Yeah.
or people that surrounding Speaker Koffa, the people are willing to drag people. They went to
What they
Safoko
did.
play with armed men.
They
So
went
if
to
there was,
Safoko
if
place.
we play armed men, so why do you want to declassify? So if they talk about to declassification of this particular incident, then for me, I believe that I think there's a high profile link to this that is around the executive or within there. So I think they think that it may create a pandemonium to the extent that the nation will be in a shock. But there's a criminal offense, Mr. Gilmore.
It is a criminal offense.
Attack, there's like a terroristic attack
It is
against the government.
Yeah. Against the country.
I mean, the French president government to put it ablaze and you say arson attack, it's criminal offense. So what do you want to polish? It has nothing to do to polish. If you know that you get clear evidence about the attack and there are names that are involved, bring them up to the public.
Right.
We want to know. Yeah. So I don't know. So we watch and see. But I think Gay says something very clear, and also with Howard. If you don't hear, this something has already been discussed. Yeah, been pre-discussed. The president already, said it. So the investigation is tailoring according to the president's own pronouncement right after this attack.
Yeah.
And also, as Gay said, the people are already jeopardized this investigation. They make it as a partisan investigation. They undermine themselves. We have gone through something like this before, like in 2008, when President Seti was the first independence celebration. We have world leaders, people from the South African, from our regional body came to Liberia, from Sierra Leone. We have Anders Bach Kroma. We have even Sir Alassane Ouattara. No, I think it was not Ouattara, but I think that the president before Ouattara came in. They were at the executive mansion when the 6th floor or 4th floor got up a fire. The first thing we did was say, look, we want an independent investigation. And in that particular case, I think Madam Seti did well. She sent for experts, and people came from South Africa and other places. And they went through the investigation, and the funding was clear. But then the Minister of State has to resign. But in this case, the police were those that shielded that particular place.
They did.
Police were all around that place.
And
so if it's an arson attack in that building, we're talking about the joint chamber, there should be that internal making. Because who will penetrate when that place was already been sealed?
It was sealed.
That will enter with chemical and other things and go into the play or through some.
It was
just imagine, we're talking about the Capitol Bldg, Mr. Gamer. It is not the police director home.
No.
But there's a Capitol building.
Yeah.
So it's big volume. So we're watching the process, Mr. Gamer. But there's a criminal offense. If the police can say it's an arson attack, it's a criminal offense. So there's nothing to be classified. There's nothing to be declassified. I mean, what should be in here? What is secret about?
He said, and this is the picture he was talking about. He said, excuse me. Excuse me. The IG said the thick black smoke gives reasons to say that some chemical or some assailants, was used in the setting the fire. But what does the roof, or what was the roof made of?
I mean,
What was the roof?
that's it.
What was the roof made of? This is the roof that is on fire.
Fire, yes.
Was the roof made of plastic, rubber, like how the buildings are done here in
Yes.
the United States? So that you know when rubber is burning, it doesn't make clear white smoke. Eh? Tamasa, help me out.
No,
When
you can't
rubber,
get white smoke.
you can't get white smoke from rubber
No.
when
Well,
rubber is
rubber is burning. I mean,
when rubber
white
is
smoke,
burning.
no.
No, you can't get white smoke.
No.
Okay,
I
he
mean,
said, I will go back on the video.
yeah. And
Monique Walker say he's using words to confuse the people. Declassify what? Yeah.
that's his money. We don't know. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing happened, you went for a sitting representative and sent almost 2 trucks of police, armed men, strictly without any second thought.
Over second thought. No.
You went there. And then today you come up, I mean, why you want to declassify? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's something that I really want to know.
Yeah.
Because I believe it's Speaker Koffa name could be mentioned. I don't know.
You know
Because I think that's what they want to do. So why they want to declassify?
what's there to declassify?
What is secret? What in there? So we'll see. We follow him, Mr. Gilman.
Absolutely.
We'll follow him. But
Eddie
I think the name I'll focus on Helena Flomo. You know, Helena Flomo said that the investigation, the president already,
finished,
decided the investigation,
he
and
did.
then the police director is tailoring according to what the president said. And that's
Right.
true. Helena said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what Front Page Africa is reporting. And to be honest with you, that's what we established in our write-up for tonight conversation. The last part there, we said, is the IG Gregory Como and the fire chief only trying to corroborate JNB's statement that the fire was an act of arson by hooligans and gangsters? Okay, we put that up before we even saw what Front Page Africa published their headlines for Thursday. Eddie Mayata Songbelema, Mr. Gilman, I believe they will implicate Speaker Koffa, Representative Musa Ability, and some key members of the Koffa Bldg. They will arrest Speaker Koffa and many of his group members so they can attend the State of the Nation address, so Criminal Cone can take over. You got a point there. Yeah. You got a point there. And Monique Walker says that's exactly what they are planning. You got a point, Eddie Mayata Song Belleman. And Akwe Gemakali. This is President Biden's statement 6 minutes ago concerning the fire incident in California. I have just received a briefing from FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency Administrator Criswell, and my Homeland Security Advisor Liz Sherwood Randall on the latest around our federal response to the wildfires across Los Angeles, Southern California. We are with you, and we are not letting up. Thank you, Akwe Gemakali. We all know this is the kind of response that will come from the United States president, from any good government, any president who is about the rule of law and delivering services to the people. That's the kind of response that will come. Go back on our video later on after this show is ended and listen to what I said about the California fires and the response from the federal government or from Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden is not speaking and describing what kind of fire it is, and who did what with the fire, who caused the fire. You saw his statement there. I have been briefed by my team, FEMA, Federal Emergency Response Management Team, Homeland Security. These people, look at the interviews conducted following any incident in this country, whether it is a terror attack like in New Orleans the other day. Our hearts goes off to them, especially those who lost their lives, their families, and what have you, or any incident. You see people, if it happens in a city, the city mayor is there, sometimes the governor is there, the police chief is there, and everybody that is connected to the investigation, they are there to speak on what their department is doing to remedy the situation. Okay, this is a Capitol. Look at the Capitol building. If the JNB government is so concerned about this building and how we got to this point, whether indeed it's an act of arson that they do not know about, with the number of people that went to the Capitol building on the 18th, that morning of the incident. Jeremiah Kuhn went, Bwaka went, Speaker Koffa went, and everybody went rushing to the Capitol building. With this report given today, less than 15 minutes, the entire report, less than 15 minutes. They took only 3 questions. They took only 3 questions. This report or briefing would have had the chairman of the Joint Security, the Justice Minister. He would have been there. NSA would have been there. AFL, Fire Service, the police, the entire Joint Security Operations would have been there to answer any and every question put forward. Unlimited questions, not say we're going to take just 2 or 3 questions. But again, like somebody stated, the investigation has been prejudiced. Yeah. Let me find out comment from this person to give he or her the credit. Yeah, that's a Liberian eminent intellectual. The investigation is prejudiced. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's it.
Yeah. And Tubawisa, because they know who they are targeting and how to call their names. You and I know who names they will call. Eric McGill, welcome from Atlanta City. Gwendolyn Flowers, Gwendolyn Ann Foundation Incorporated. He is using words that he has no idea when should be used. Declassify what?
Somebody, for example, somebody threw bombs somewhere and he said declassify.
Declassify.
They got a name camp with the names.
Declassify what?
Declassify what? We're talking about the 4th branch of government.
Yeah.
He's come out, he says it's an arson attack.
Arson attack.
You have
That means
evidence.
criminals. You have sufficient
criminal.
evidence. That's
Evidence.
criminal.
Then why would you want to go through
Declassify.
NSA to declassify something? You know, the man just, oh, man. And a police people, you just enforcer. The fire service should go through their own investigation, come out, and they should come up with an elaborate press conference to give details, because it is the agency that are clothed with that responsibility to investigate. They have the technocrats. They have those instrument,
Right.
to carry on their investigation. But the police chief took over the whole matters like he's the fire chief.
Absolutely.
The men are supposed to be having the platform to speak to the Liberian people. It's the fire service chief.
It's the fire service chief, but the fire service chief is the one who talking about I agree with you. Like he stated, like the IG stated.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fire service chief was supposed to talk about the fire.
Yeah.
All the findings surrounding the fire.
Yeah. And the method they use, they work because some water has chemical.
Yeah.
One method they use to turn the fire off. And all these things.
Yeah.
He could have, journalists would have posed this question.
Explain to the Liberian people.
To the Liberian people.
Yeah. How the fire got started.
Yeah.
Why you think the fire is an act of arson? You just said we got evidence to say.
And he spoke for like 2 minutes.
Less than 1 minute. 2 minutes. Let me bring
I didn't listen to the press here.
Yeah, let me bring the fire chief on. He spoke for less than a minute. This is him right here. Okay, he's now waking up.
And now then you are in a proposed suit.
Now,
at least today
you are in proposed suit.
Yeah, at least today. Yeah, today at least in a uniform. So
in uniform.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. So look at the time he's waking up to go to the podium and for how long he was there. And he did not even answer any question. Yeah. Doris Cooper, welcome to you. She says, Triple D, DDD. Yeah, Diggy Department. We are working on here tonight.
Yeah.
And Yasa Sharif, welcome to you there from Minnesota. Says, so true, Matilda. Absolutely. Yeah. And Liberian eminent intellectual, they should not even investigate together. No, do your own investigation. They compare notes because you run a separate department.
Yeah.
Okay. Let the LMP do their criminal investigation.
Yeah.
The fire service does the fire investigation.
Yeah.
Tell the people exactly what caused the fire. How was the fire contained? And those kind of things there. Yeah.
That should be the question for the police chief.
Yeah. Take a look, take a listen here. This is the fire service chief.
Thank you, RG. Good afternoon. I know you be calling me, asking why we are not saying anything. When it comes to investigation, there are a lot of things involved. So you got to take your time to go, through it so that we can get the facts out. Like you said, we have almost at the point of conclusion. And from our observation on the Capitol building, there were flammable substance used to allow in the cause of fire there. And so indeed, like you said, the funnel will probably be out, but we just want to briefly let you know that from our observation, there were flammable substance used that caused the fire at the Capitol building.
Thank you.
So at the press conference, at the police chief there?
That the fire
and now police chief at the fire service chief?
Yeah.
So the fire service chief is saying, as the police chief said.
Yeah, as the police chief
said.
So
he concurring with the police chief.
Yeah.
Instead of him be giving the Liberian people detailing as to what happened.
Yeah.
And then the police chief now will be asking the police chief, say, look, my man, you see this particular area. It has the police chief, everything has to do with security matters. And he will be dealing with directly with the cause, the fire. and be telling us
Yeah.
they are two different entity. As
Absolutely.
you know, our friend Reckless said, their investigation shouldn't even said be together. The police chief has his own investigation, and he conduct his own investigation. When they come to the joint press conference,
Yeah.
they will be asked. The police chief, no one go ask the police chief about fire because he has nothing to do about fire.
Right.
But he has something to do with security. He protected that place.
He did.
In fact, as in said when they had that civil disobedience, that demonstration,
On
he
the
was boasting
17th.
that, yeah, he was boasting. He said, "Oh, we beef our security,
Yeah.
and this place have been sealed by our security to make sure that nothing happens, nothing
nothing
go in
happened.
and out."
Right.
You know. Then the next morning, there was a fire. So
Yeah.
he should be clearly be speaking to the press, and the press should be asking him, "You seal this place? The entire compound, you sealed it.
You see
You have your men on ground protecting this ground. How this happened?" He should let us know. But then they just, the police chief come in and the fire service minister will concur with his man. As the man said, yeah, that's it. The only thing I want to tell you that something different happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore, I don't think they're proceeding the right way. Yeah, I think they already come out with that conclusion. And I think Bidman make it very clear, said,
Yeah.
there's State of the Union address or State of the Nation address, something like that come at him the fourth working Monday. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things building up, and that's why they're rushing with this, and they want to come up with certain things, certain strategy. They always sometimes they get want to come up with certain strategy, and that's true. I
Absolutely.
foresee that
Let's
member of
play.
the majority black,
They will
they
go
want to
after
come up with certain plan.
Yeah, with the lower number.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, I can wear. As who said what?
the police.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back on this fire chief statement, less than 1 minute statement. His grace is sufficient for me. Noah. Like he said, quote, like he said, he's my boss. He's in charge. I got to protect my job. Absolutely. Noah. Absolutely. Like he said. Let's go back and set your clock. We'll all take the amount of seconds or minutes or time that the fire service chief took to brief the Liberian people on such major news conference. Diana Hoskins, welcome to you there. Good to see you all here tonight. Also, Miss Allison, Claudia Allison, happy belated birthday to you. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to you and many others that are celebrating their birthdays, okay? On your day, we did not air or show, and so we decided to do it in your honor tonight. Mariah Avi, welcome there. Good to see you all here tonight. Happy New Year. Claire Richards says, I don't really know where this Liberian RG got his training. Was it Scotland Yard or somewhere else? Is he not qualified to be identified? No, he's not. No, he's not. Moiba Kone, the fire service chief is a joke or
So,
joker. Yeah.
very joke. What?
Yeah. Winston Logan. Gregor Coleman said the smoke was dark. So that means some flammable substance or substances were used. But he forgot to know that those so-called majority bloc have some plastic chairs in the joint chamber that could be the cause for the smoke to be dark or black. Thank you. The chairs, they were plastic chairs. And Eric will show you all the pictures, and then we'll go back to Mo Ali own report from the scene of the fire. Okay, but let's play the video here. Take a look take a listen. Set your clock and see how long the fire service chief spoke for. He's waking up according to, look at the bottom there, the lady in the red top. You'll see the time. He's waking up at 4 minutes 40 seconds. 4 minutes 40 seconds is when he's waking up. So by the time he gets to the podium, we'll calculate and start to speak. We'll calculate from there.
Thank you, RG. Good afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, RG. Good afternoon. It's at 4:44 seconds. 4:44 seconds. Let's roll the tape.
Good afternoon. I know you been calling me, asking why we are not saying anything. You know, when it comes to investigation, there are a lot of things involved. So you got to take your time to go, you know, through it so that we can get the facts out. Like you said, we have almost at the point of conclusion, and from our observation on the Capitol building, there were flammable substance used to allow in the cause of fire there. And so indeed, like you said, the final report will be out, but we just want to briefly let you know that from our observation, there were flammable substance used that caused the fire at the Capitol building.
Thank you.
Okay. From 4:44 seconds, from 4:44 seconds to 5:37 or 5:35 seconds. Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Okay.
Less
Wow.
than, look at the timer underneath the IG there with a white shirt. Look at the timer right where my cursor is. The fire service chief began speaking at 4:44 seconds. 4 minutes 44 seconds. And he ended at 5 minutes 35 seconds. Less than a minute. Yeah, Pale Urito read too. He talked less than a minute. Yeah. He talked less than a minute. And then twice he said, no, I put it right. That he said, like he said, like the IG said. Then he looked at the IG and said, thank you. Huh? Monique Walker, thank God we didn't even know it needs that. She said his new name is like he said. Like he said. Sam Riggs, digging deeper. The IG was a hotel security officer at a hotel in Boston, and he's telling people that he's a graduate of Harvard University in Boston. Wow. It's possible that he served as hotel security guard and went to school, but does he have the credentials to substantiate his claims that indeed he went to Harvard and he graduated from there? Eh? Gwendolyn Flowers, Mr. Gilman, I feel for this fire chief. You can see clearly that he's talking under duress. I wonder who is he taking orders from? Great point there, Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great observation. I think that's the observation that the fire that Gregory Coleman, the fire service chief, that's the observation they are having. But man, you sure we can go with this thing? Yeah. You sure we can go with this thing? Eh?
Yeah.
Lawson Zilli, welcome.
Yeah.
And Reverend Eminent Electra, eminent intellectual said Gregory Comer is a Harvard University graduate. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah. Okay. Dorothy Disa, you welcome. How you doing tonight? Welcome to you. All right. But let's go back. Let's go back to digging deeper a little bit here. Okay. We asked a number of questions. All right. LMP IG Como says the Capitol building fire was an arson attack. After 22 days the fire incident, the investigation has not named any suspect, but claim they have persons of interest who are cooperating. Arrests will be made if they refuse to cooperate. How can someone who is cooperating refuse to cooperate? Haji Kuma called for international assistance in the investigation. Who did he contact for such help? Is the investigation following every possible lead? Eh? Is the investigation following every possible lead? One, lead or suspicious activities before and after the fire? Is the LMP and fire service agency cleared about who were assigned at the building the night of the incident? Who were at the building the night of the incident? Who were the last persons that were seen at the building? Did the investigation consider why the chairs did not burn? The chairs for the speaker and deputy speaker, did they consider that? What about did they consider Representative James Colaire's conflicting statements on the Capitol building fire? What about Representative Samuel Koga's interview on Spoon TV while sitting in his car for hours? Where was that interview conducted? Was it on the grounds of the Capitol? Was it at RLJ? Was he at home when he did that interview? Well into the midnight of December 17 into December 18. Where was Koga the night of the incident? What about Mo Ali, who described the scene of the fire as, quote, the speaker's office area is on fire while driving between the Capitol building and University of Liberia Federal LU campus? Did they consider that? Eh? Did they consider that? Is IG Gregory Coleman and the fire chief only trying to corroborate Joseph Yuma Boyka's statement that the fire was an act of arson by hooligans and gangsters? Is that what they are trying to tell the Liberian people, to tell our international partners? We are following the cue from Joseph Boyka, who described the fire as an arson, and we can't go back to change it now. This is the tape. I didn't do this. No journalist did it. This was Mo Ali himself that did this recording, and you could hear him on the video describing the fire and where the fire was happening. Take a look, take a listen here. How did Mo Ali know exactly where this fire was?
Yes, don't look for it. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. The speaker side. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office is now. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. The speaker, sir, this is the speaker's wing. I don't know, the particular office is not close to the speaker office. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. The speaker, sir, this is the speaker's wing, but I don't know, the particular office is close to the speaker office. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. The speaker, sir, this is the speaker.
And I want you to listen to, I don't know whether that his driver or his security or another person is there telling him the speaker side. So
Capitol building.
if anybody wants to do a fair analysis or investigation here, Delano Tamasa, Mo Ali and whoever was in the car with him will be brought in to answer question. How did you know it was the speaker's side that was on fire? You are driving between the Capitol building because you can see Texas
Yes.
passing by. So that's not on the side of the executive mansion. He's driving on the side of LU campus, going towards town. Okay? He's going towards town. The Capitol building is to his left. He's coming from Cinco.
Yes.
He's coming from Cinco, going towards downtown Monrovia, wherever he was going in that direction. The Capitol building is to his left. And he's describing it's the speaker's side. And somebody in the car with him, either the driver an aide whatsoever, is telling him the speaker's side. And he's in agreement. How did they know it was the speaker's side that was on fire? Let's roll the tape one more time here.
Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. The speaker, sir, this
Capitol building is seemed to be on fire. A certain portion of it. He's even more specific. He's even more specific. Certain portion of it. Okay? So if you listen to Mo Ali talk about certain portion of the building is on fire, and then you listen to James Collier, Representative James Collier, who said, I cried because the damage was massive. We least expected it.
Wow.
Certain portion is on fire by one executive in the government, a man who allegedly gave the first $150,000 to unseat the speaker from water and sewer. Is saying certain portion of the Capitol is on fire. And then another representative say, I cried because the damage was massive. We least expected it. Did the investigation consider all of these tapes, audios, conflicting statements that were made? Is that why they are saying they need to declassify whatever they have? Are these the people that are persons of interest? To say, Pape, that what own people did it. It had to tell. So y'all gotta let us know whether we should announce their names or not.
Or not.
Is that the declassification that they want?
It just I listen to more, but the person on I'm more curious about, because for Mo is driving and he can see the smoke.
Yeah.
He's seeing the bidding. He's seeing the smoke,
Yeah.
and he been around there. So basically, someone can be driving and just made some assertion as to what is going on and try to preempt and do some
But
analysis.
just for looking at the
Yeah,
building, the fire is on the roof.
it's on the roof.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this Collab man, Representative James Collab.
Yes, Colette.
He is the new person on the block for that had been appointed as
Chair
rule and
on
order.
rule, chair on
And-
rule and
Or rule
order.
and order
Yeah.
to give him. And looking at listening to his statement, listening to his statement right after the incident is something that very indicting, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
And cooperate with their action. Because Saint even said the head of this mutiny group, this Janjaweed lawmakers, what his name, Koga, at that vicinity around even said 10 or 11
11 at
p.m.
night. Yeah.
at night. And mind you, the reason I'm saying this, right after the burning of that place, the next day they were at City Hall,
They went to City Hall and they carried a
making
chair.
sure that they passed the draft budget for 2025.
Right.
Mr. Gilman, they truly believe that, for me, I'm just doing some digging deeper in this matter,
Uh-huh.
that Collect need to be called. And they are, look, the declassification of this document, I truly believe that the members of the Janjaweed lawmakers are part and parcels of this making.
Yeah.
Mind you, Mr. Gilman, to have two speakers at the Capitol, there will be no good ground for them to pass the 2025 budget.
No.
Because the first thing, you have the Senate opinion, the first thing to have Speaker Koffa, and also to have these guys and they're discussing to pass the 2025 budget the way they did it at the City Hall. It couldn't have been done when the Capitol building was in tight. I actually believe this was masterminded to give them that privilege and to give them a clear ground to go and pass this particular, but all these things were pre-planned. That once this building get into this, and they didn't expect that, never expected that it could have been so huge,
Right.
as Colette said. And I believe Colette.
Uh-huh.
But the only way they could leave the Capitol is to be honored at
Some-
normal circumstances that the building
Some
would be
conditions.
honored.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that, the only way they could leave that ground to go to another
To
vicinity
go
to,
to another
work out.
facility. Yeah.
And because of that, there are nothing they could do. They tried the first attempt, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
And then the second attempt, they never expected that it could be there. That place was sealed
It was sealed.
by the Liberia National Police and also with the Capitol Police,
The joint security.
with the joint security.
Yeah.
And look at the time for the 2025 budget to pass. The only thing they could do is to mastermind this particular thing and they get that green light to go to City Hall, where they went and pass this particular budget. Representative Cole and Koga, these people need to be called.
They need to be called.
These people need to be called. Because there is no way the law could allow them to leave the Capitol building to go and pass the budget to other areas.
Other
If the
areas.
building is in tight.
Right.
They couldn't do that.
They couldn't do that. Great
No, they couldn't do
observation.
that.
Great observation. Let's play
Yeah.
this. Let's play the tape here. If you just join us here, we say welcome to all of you. Quinny Quare from Tinkers Village. Welcome to you there. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in and being part of the conversation here tonight. Charlene Pratt. Someone telling him what he's saying. And Jesus is coming soon. Beware, a prince. From our observations, quote, from our observations, inflammable substance was used to make up the fire. Yeah. Ruben Cannon from Gardnersville. Welcome to you there, Ruben. Good to see you all here. Good morning as well. I like when folks are watching from the nation's capital.
Capital Monrovia.
Yeah. Mohammed Ansar Dole. We are watching from Minnesota. Welcome, Dole. Good to see you. welcome. And Dankins, where? Thank you, Mr. Gamer, for welcoming us to the show. No doubt. Welcome to you there, Dankins. And Otaka Kehu, renegade lawmakers managed to get old speakers' chairs, but failed to rescue the Capitol building. So pathetic and shameful that people will commit crimes and then walk away like the so-called majority blocks. Absolutely. Mr. and Mr. Stephen Kier from Frederick, Maryland, welcome to you there. Good to see you on here as always. Keman Saki, welcome as well. Be thankful, Addison. Inside job. The IG has 24 hours to 72 hours to respond to the public. I like that. They need to respond because this is a serious backlash on them today. Let's play the tape here. Take a look, take a listen to Representative James Colette from Bond County after the fire incident.
These chairs arrived in the joint chamber after they were being reconducted. I think they are joking. But let me say this, so you, the reporter, got to help us and clarify it. When we moved in the joint chamber newly, were these chairs in there? No, I'm asking you. When we moved in the joint chamber newly conduct session, were these chairs in there? Mama, the people not seeing your face, I want to respond.
We cannot answer yes or no.
But you were there seeing, were you not there?
Explain that.
In that explanation, this does not require explanation. You are the facts finder. You are the one who to do the inquiry for the public. You went there when we moved in the joint chamber, you were there. Did you see these chairs? Yes or no? So by your response or your analysis, or let the public go back to the past video of the section, what are the chairs are seen there? Tuesday were the first day these chairs arrived in the joint chamber after they were being reconditioned. So I just want to say to the public, the percentage of these chairs were there, no. In fact, when this chair came, we were afraid before someone destroyed, because we were afraid before someone destroyed, because this chair came, we were afraid before someone destroyed, because no. In fact, when this chair came, we were afraid before someone destroyed, because in fact, when this chair came, we were afraid before someone destroyed, because it is not just a chair, it is a historical chair. Post-war Liberia, first elected speaker and first elected deputy speaker. These are the chairs they use. If you look into it, you see deputy speaker and you see speaker of the house. They are not just ordinary chairs. Look at the formation, the structure these chairs are made in. They are not easily seen here. You can look at other speakers that came, Speaker Koffa, Speaker Chimber, Speaker Tyler, Speaker Nukwe. They are chairs they used, they were not like this. So this chair, as Sharon Rook order, I cherish this chair so much because this is the first chair that was used by an elected speaker in post-war Liberia. So it's not only a chair, but it's a historical one for us. And I'm recommending if we are to resume active work after everything, if we are to resume from the Christmas break, after everything, I'm recommending to the leadership that the current leadership can produce their own chair, that we can take this chair to the National Museum to be kept there.
So what kind of work were they doing that were not active?
But then message, sorry.
Yeah, what kind of work they were doing that were not active? Let me welcome the oldest brother to Representative James Colette, Mark Colette. Mark, welcome to you there. Good to see you on here always, my brother. Welcome. And yeah. Mas SP Pelu says, at times I feel that your being in America is a waste. You thinking on national issues is so limited. Seriously. Yeah. Okay. What kind of work that they were doing that was not important? And so when they come back after everything,
for historical references, that tomorrow after the war in 2006, when election was conducted in 2005, a speaker was elected, a deputy speaker was elected. On the basis of that, after they were elected, this was a chair they used. If you go at the museum, outside, you will see the vehicle that Chancellor used. You will see the vehicle that Doe used and all ex-presidents. So I think we can also historicalize this as well to see this as the first elected speaker of the fifth of the national of the legislature of Liberia in post-war, which was Speaker Ellen Melvin Snow Jr. and the first deputy speaker John Tuba Molba.
The public saw you shedding tears this gone time. Do you care to tell the public what was that tear all about?
You saw it. I didn't say it out. We entered the chamber, the joint chamber, and we saw the destruction that was done there. So it was massive. It was least expected. So it was massive. It was least expected. So it was massive. It was least expected. And so it was massive. It was least expected. 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 And we didn't know how we got there.
Tamasa,
You don't know how.
I need not tell you. The destruction was massive.
Massive.
Yeah. It was least
And
expected.
least expected.
We did not know how we get there.
Get there. No, it's not sure.
Mo Ali said, certain portion
Yeah.
of the capital is on fire. It's burning. It looks like the Speaker Koffa saw. And then what happens? Speaker Koffa office, all the wire supply electricity was disconnected. The main plenary door locks were changed. With security in the building,
Yes.
with security in the building, Capitol security, police, joint security, everybody present in the building. Yeah. Matilda Stevens, this James guy talk too much.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
This, the whole process of the entire incident of the Capitol building, the fire, you can just follow the trend of event.
Uh-huh.
You just get to know that, Lord. These are insider. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one came from outside to put fire into that building. You had $800 and some $1 million budget
Yeah.
that people are debating on. Lawmakers are divided into two. You have the people that have the legal right, but they cannot have quorum.
No.
And you have the others that are working outside of their own bound, but they do have the numbers. Conflicting from the executive coming to interpret the rulings from the Supreme Court.
Right.
Joseph Barker is pushing to make sure that this budget be passed before they can come into the new year. There are a lot of things. How can they go through this?
Oh.
To have them under the same roof, two speakers under the same roof, and one discussing about budget they want to pass, and they have other on the other side. It has never happened. How can they achieve this? There should be a condition, unfavorable condition, that will make them to be out of the Capitol building. And those that have the number, they will go elsewhere and they go and conduct something and pass this budget. This is an inside of things. It's a deep tear out, political dark space in Liberia.
Yeah.
It is deeper. The people can, it is very deeper. And they fueled to have this particular area to create the particular problem that existed by the government of the joint chamber of the Capitol building, this $800 and some million budget exacerbated that particular initiative. And these are things that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
But we understand the politics. We understand that. We know what the speaker, they go against Speaker Koffa today. It is deeper.
It is.
And but I believe that anybody coming from it can be crushed, you will crush them. Because he won this budget. He won this particular document
Yeah.
to be passed under the gabble of the dissident forces, Con, and the rest of the team. And to continue that, to make sure that these things happen, and I will emphasize on that. You cannot have two persons claiming to be speaker, one speaker and one claiming to be speaker, at the same time debating budget to be passed at the Capitol building. You have to make the place not accessible. You have to make the place not in a good condition so that others may have the leverage to carry on what they did. And that's what happened. The declassification of this document, if anybody outside of the Unity Party administration behind Koffa and the rest of the team, they guys will go and grab you and drag you. The people want to disgrace Koffa and the rest of the people.
They did.
So why would they want to go declassify things? To polish what?
Yeah.
They don't have that.
They don't have.
They don't.
They don't.
Yeah, that's why the police chief cannot even say speak for a minute. And
The
there's
fire
a
chief.
more damaging thing.
The fire chief, you
The
mean?
fire chief, not the
Yeah.
police chief, but the fire chief
Yeah.
cannot even say speak for a minute to tell the Liberian people the unfolding, what caused this fire, how it happens, and how far it is, and where are we going.
Where are we going?
And he only transfer everything to the police boss.
Yeah.
And which, of course, the police boss is not clothed with responsibility to deal with fire activities. There's a country that we have, Mr. Gilmore. But
It
this is deeper.
It's
This is
deeper.
deeper.
And
Yeah.
Paula Urita Red to agree with you. She said, yes, it is deeper. And Merido says, so true. It is deeper. Absolutely. So, Gregory Cuomo talked about the dark smoke over the Capitol building. This is from inside the Capitol building. We talked about the roof of the building containing plastic, rubber, which will cause dark smoke. And also somebody trended and said the chairs. That's how we went back to bring you the inside of the Capitol building, where two chairs were able to survive this massive fire. This is the inside of the building. Okay? The joint chamber. You see everything on the floor there? Those were
Yes.
chairs. Those were chairs. This is the dark smoke. And look at through the windows. You see the flame, the fire? That's coming from the grounds, the walls. Take a closer look here. That's how much damage was done to the Capitol building. Such heinous, barbaric act is being classified, according to Inspector General Gregory Cuomo. It's being classified when criminality is being classified. When the people needed answers, needed to know from the very first report you will make to the Liberian people, you come where you got to declassify what? Take a closer look.
Yeah.
Take a closer look. This is the inside of the Capitol building. Look at this. Eh? Look at this. such massive destruction. And then they will put in, here's the chair. The chairs. Seen on a pickup truck. Seen on a pickup truck. Going towards the Capitol building. Or City Hall. Where were these chairs taken? James Kohler need to answer, where were these chairs taken? That we will have them being transported on a pickup truck going towards City Hall. Where were these chairs taken? He said they were taken back in the basement of the Capitol. Yeah. Absolutely. Danny B. Watkins. Mr. Gilman, I don't care what they say. Where were the police that were protecting the building?
The building.
Yeah. Where were they?
Yeah.
Eh? Where were they? These are the chairs. When did my brother here, Connor, sit in that chair as the acting presiding with the coon guy? When was it the first time? Was it that Tuesday? No, there were no section on Tuesday. There were no section on Tuesday. Was it the Thursday before the protest? Maybe. We don't know. We're going to dig deeper. Here's it again right here. Okay. And that was the joint chamber. This is the joint chamber with the two chairs. And this is City Hall. And we saw the pickup truck going towards City Hall. Eh? We saw the pickup truck going towards City Hall. Here's the Capitol building. On fire. Under construction. December 18, 1949. 75 years later, December 18, 2024, this is it. This is it. $75 later, this is the building. Yeah. And we heard Joseph Boyka call the fire an arson. And so the fire chief and everybody came back to say, yes, it's an act of arson. Corroborating what Boyka said. You cannot definitely have evidence, sufficient evidence, as stated by the RG. We can definitely say that the situation at the Capitol is an arson as we have sufficient evidence. You have sufficient evidence to arrest. but then you say persons of interest are cooperating, and if they don't cooperate, you will arrest them. Then you say the information is classified. We will take it to the joint security, the national security platform, so they can declassify it, and then we'll let you know. Yeah. Kusuka. Kusuka Dosla. Bwaka declared the act as a result of hooliganism. Therefore, the investigation must support Bwaka's claims. Power to the people. Yep, exactly.
No, no one a power to Bwakai.
Yeah. Yeah. Charlene Pratt. A building plus rubber chairs and tables and other things, and you want the smoke to be white? Are you freaking kidding me? Josephine Campbell, Mama Liberia is in trouble by these criminals. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pale Rita Reto, 75 years later, they burned it down. All in the name of politics, power, and greed and money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Denny B. Watkins, I hope they saw the opinion poll that took place today as it relates to the 1 year comparison between President Weah and Bwakai. The Liberians are sending a message to this administration within just 1 year. And imagine the poll was done on Spoon, which has the overwhelming support of UP partisans. They did. And then you know what?
No.
In a write-up, they say 80% of the people they talked to were seditious. They said 80% they talked to were seditious. But that's the same people who can tell you, say, George, we are greater Ellen Johnson Sele Unity Party, 80%. So you'll forget about it. All right? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So it's like you don't, you are damned. You do, you are damned. Yeah. That's what it is. You know? But we cannot allow these things to just happen like that.
No.
Okay? Hats off to the integrity lawmakers that have now called themselves, they got a group now called the Rule of Law Caucus.
Caucus. Yeah.
The Rule of Law Caucus. All right? I'm going to read this quotable quote by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay? He got several of them. But this interests me a lot, which made us to provide you this piece of information. You listen to Musa Ability, Chairman Ability, when they had about 3-4 minutes news conference where they read their position, and he thanking his colleagues for electing him chairman for the Rule of Law Caucus and what they intend to do. Okay? Theodore Roosevelt said, and I quote, "Do what you can with what you have, where you are. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out the strong man how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. Do what you can with what you have. And that's what Musa, Bldg, and others are doing today. Doing what they have with where they are. They are the man in the arena. This is another quote from Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, April 23rd, 1910. Who were born that time? Not even my dad. Quote, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marked by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that is his place. He shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Tamasa,
Mm.
where do we find ourselves today with this integrity lawmakers or the rule of law caucus? Yes, they are in a minority, and in politics, numbers matter. But
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
yeah, but knowing that you cannot give up in the struggle, you keep fighting for the cause. And that's what the man in the arena is all about. Not giving up,
Absolutely.
not giving up, holding on, fighting
Yeah.
for a just cause.
Yeah.
And history will remember you. Okay, we have this.
Absolutely, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, we have this on our page. You can go there, read it, and think about it. Think about where these 28, 29 lawmakers, the rule of law caucus, where they are today. What they are fighting for. What you want in your country as well. We are all calling for the right thing to be done, the rule of law, follow the Constitution, all of that. And these guys are saying, we are not giving up on Speaker Koffa. He remains the Speaker, but our intention to join the rest of the guys calling themselves the majority bloc is not in no way recognizing Richard Kuhn as the Speaker. He is not. But we cannot make our argument while we are away. So we are going to disrupt that process. We will put our argument, let's say, but he will be presiding and say, anybody can preside. Anybody can preside once the speaker is not available. But we're going to bring our folks, our people back to the root of law. And I want to hail Musa Bldg and those 28 other lawmakers in a rule of law caucus.
Yeah.
I want to hail them for standing firm, for believing in the rule of law and upholding the tenets involved with our democracy, our governance structure. They are the men and women in the arena that Theodore Roosevelt spoke about April 23rd, 1910. Today, it resonates with us. Tamasa,
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. Look, Mr. Gilmore, sometimes I sit, I just think deeply. And when I think deeply, I say, but what is a leader? What do we see and what do we want to see? And what are those characteristics? What are those components that build up to be the leader? In that position, it is maybe just position or title. I don't think so.
no, it's not. No.
But sometimes leadership, there may be many definitions, many people may have. But sometimes we can just cut it short that a leader is a person that sacrifices own personal interest for the general good of his people.
Right.
And we found 25 astute individuals, 25 or 29, men and women,
30.
about 30 persons.
Yeah.
We have gone 176, we are in 177. We have never seen group of people to be united and stand up
Stand up
for
for
the
a
truth,
cause. Yeah. For the rule of law.
for the rule of law. And
Openly.
sometimes in this
Yeah.
fight, Mr. Gilmore, sometimes in this fight, I just want to speak to the rest of these people, the 30 persons, more or less Speaker Koffa. Sometimes in this fight, sometimes you can find yourself very lonely, especially at night when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just feel that sometimes you feel that those that you are fighting for, sometimes you just feel that they are not with you and they are not understanding at a certain point in time.
Right.
But we just want to talk to these men and women, more especially Speaker Koffa, that you have changed the narrative. You have bring up a reason now that in the future, if anyone just want to think, or any leader or president just want to think, that you could just walk down to Capitol Hill and dish out money and throw out the speaker because he disagree with you on certain policies matter, it won't just happen.
No.
He has set up a ground rule. He has set up a threshold that we can learn from. But we just want to speak to them. That look, don't never think that we are not lonely. We are with you.
We are with
There
you.
are Liberians with you. 2 protests we saw. The last one, it was very huge. There are Liberians with you. So never give up.
Never give up.
We want to salute Ability and the rest of the team to recalibrate and come back. That's why, look, Mr. Gilmore, an educated person that is present, there are 3 cardinal places or pillars that make a person to be educated. You should be able to learn. You should be able to unlearn. And the aspect of to unlearn is those things that you feel that it is not compatible with the current era. You can drop it and to be able to relearn.
Yeah.
So you should be able to learn,
And
to
unlearn.
relearn, and unlearn.
Right.
And that's a recalibration sometimes we talk about that we can talk about. And I just want to salute them that they were able to go down deeper and to recalibrate and come back with a name coined rule and order.
Rule of
Rule
law.
of Rule of Law
Rule of
CAUCUS.
Law Caucus.
Rule of Law CAUCUS. We salute them, Mr. Gilman.
Absolutely.
These are the men and women that's in the arena.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we salute them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we salute them. They are not lonely. I know.
not
I don't
lonely.
want for them to feel that they are lonely.
No,
they
they are
have
not.
millions of Liberians
They have the Liberian people
in your Liberian people.
yeah, backing them up.
Salute them, Mr. Gilman.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Tamasa. Our lines are open, folks. So you want to call, grant you a minute a piece. Let's hear you here. Call us here at 313-957-9702. That's 313-957-9702. Let's hear you here. Okay, and let me read this from Danny Watkins. Speaker Koffa will never resign unless they get the 49 lawmakers to legally get him out. People like Honorable Musa, Yeke, Foucault, and many others have remained steadfast in ensuring the rules of law are respected. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why we gave them their flowers tonight, calling them the men and women in the arena, fighting for a just cause, fighting for the rule of law in our country. All right? Yeah. We'll take our first caller here, Miss Campbell, Josephine Campbell. Let's hear you quickly here. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, and welcome, Mr. Gilman. We missed you.
Right.
Welcome.
Thank you. Go ahead.
These people think they are disgracing Liberia, but they're disgracing themselves, their children, their great-grandchildren will follow them. Why I don't have Fiscal no more?
No.
But they got Fiscal. They got tomorrow.
Right.
And they're behaving like this for our country. Then I put his left hand up to say he's so called throwing in. So taking the whole world watching them. When you get evil man, anything you touch, evil God will expose you.
Right.
They are seeing it. But God will fight them. That means not on the road. Koffa, not Liberia, but Jesus himself fighting them. And they will get their reward and they will get it soon in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next caller, Boy Solo. Hello, welcome. 518-9623. Hello. 518-9623. Hello. Our lines are open, folks. So you want to call us here direct and on WhatsApp 313-957-9702. That's 313-957-9702. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Gilman. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the show, Mr. Gilman. You see, sometimes when we call the show and we see things we that been in and the action and also seeing of security detail and other stuff, when we see those things coming, we try to bring it up straight to. Then sometimes you say, "Oh, slow down, Mr. Gilman. These people, they are carrying that country back, and they are driving the country right now to complete chaos. Why in the world you just arresting people all around the place? Why? George Weah came to power. Even the immediately George Weah, Manasari, that was we all complain about. The way President Bldg is proceeding right now, Manasari never did it to the Liberian people like that. You're not using police just ransacking people, arresting them, carrying them. You're talking about the capital. Just recently, you're talking about the Bldg brand. When the Bldg brand, not even too long. Y'all went to where y'all caught the speaker office, all the wire that was going there. Y'all changed the lock. Can they call those people who did all those things? You don't think that some of those people are the same people who bring the capital? There are some of them that bring the capital.
Yeah.
But they are acting like the innocent about Mr. Gilmore, the people is not, they not know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, my brother. They're only doing it to target a certain group of people to go after them and put them in jail.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. And we want to say this. If they continue this, I won't lie to you, Mr. Gilmore, there will be a serious problem in that country. I'm not lie to you. Because when they're driving out, they going after people at night. Look at the number of people they arrested and for no reason, yesterday and today. For no reason. So, if the thing said they depend on the police or the handful of army they have over there, or soldier they got, they might be joking. We always said the charter have all the militia, you have all the ATU, the AFL, the SOD, the RRU. What happened? When the Liberian people got ready for terror, all the men, at the end of the day, they have to run for their life. So we are calling on President Bldg to leave our people alone. You say you know how to lead. Come and redeem the people from the chaos. You said Georgia was distribution push. But the zombie you're bringing is killing the people. You cannot find a cue for it, but you're still going after the people.
Right.
Look at what happened. Spoon TV, Stanton was shot and shame today. Listening to the people. And this is not stream, Mr. Gamer. People calling. They said, even during the war, all the war that fought, Mr. Gamer, Christmas time, you never look at what happened on Christmas. The way the Christmas was terrible. And poor. That you couldn't see like the country in a war. During the war time, the Christmas used to be packed there, even on a regular tower we call normal time. What Bldg running the country? He went to the people place there in Ghana there. Now Ghana now take all the fire. They see them as a gamer. He carry a ball there, fire, taking all the people country now. They feel it.
Absolutely.
Everywhere just burning now.
Yeah.
But, you know, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Boy Solo there. Our
So-
lines are open. We can take a few more callers here. 313-957-9702. Okay. We'll remove the number from the screen. That will be the end of it. 313-957-9702. You want to call us here and put your point through. Darlington and the lady Ella Cooley. Can you please show the video where James was crying? You want to see her crying more, Ella? Darlington, James Collier and Summer Koga are responsible for the fire incidents. They need to, the investigators need to bring them in. At this point in time, you need to convincingly inform the Liberian people about what your findings are. Okay? The James Collier, the Summer Koga, the Mo Ali, they need to tell the Liberian people what they meant by those statements they made. Okay? I cried because the destruction was massive. We least expected it. That was James Collier. The Capitol building is on fire. That's the speaker's side. Certain portion of the Capitol building is on fire. That's the speaker's side. Mo Ali. How did Mo Ali know? Certain portion and the destruction was massive. We least expected it. If you make the comparative analysis between those two statements, they have some correlation. They have some correlation. Okay? Yeah. Certain portion of the Capitol is on fire. That's the speaker's side. The destruction was massive. We least expected it. What did you expect? Did you expect just a portion? Did you expect just a portion of the building to be burned? Let's go to our panelists here. Ms. Sarah Dopo. Ms. Dopo, hello?
Hello, Mr. Gamer, how you doing?
I'm great. Welcome. How you doing?
Hello, Sarah. Happy New Year.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't come on. I just leaving work, but I just wanted to, contribute my input here.
Right. Let's hear you.
So, according to what I heard from the IG, I think they didn't do a great job on the whole investigation.
No, they did not.
The investigation was biased, and it was just in conformity with what the president said.
Yeah.
It seems like they just wanted to go by what the president
said. Yeah.
Right. So, and first of all, the entire crime scene was compromised. You cannot do an investigation and come up with facts when you compromise the crime scene.
Yeah.
Okay, the crime scene was compromised. They don't have the sophisticated resources that they need to do the investigation.
No.
So since they were already driving at people related to the minority group, so they just went ahead now and started grabbing people, which is very unfair.
Very unfair.
To the Liberian people. Yes, police IG needs to, I don't know, I should say, unpoliticize or depoliticize himself.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be working for the Liberian people. I know he's a political appointee, but the position he occupies is for the Liberian people.
The Liberian people.
It's not for Unity Party alone.
No.
Yeah.
So he needs to know that, and he needs to govern himself. The international community, the entire world is watching the kind of things he's doing.
Right.
And if he continues that, he's going to put our country in chaos, which we don't want.
No.
He needs to depoliticize himself and work for the Liberian people. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you, Ms. Dopo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And here, just before Tamasa come in with a closing here, this is front page Africa papers for today, or let's say, 12 o'clock now, for Thursday edition. President Bwaka's statement on Capitol Bldg Fire mirrors police preliminary findings, predicting the investigation. That's the question. And what did Bwaka say? We are here to console the members of the first branch of government. We are in sympathy with them for this destruction that shouldn't have happened. And we are not going to allow this to happen in this country. People who have problems, they have to wait to settle it. We are not going to settle for this. This is not a place for hooligans. This is a place for responsible people who are here to serve the Liberian people. This country is poor, and I don't care what they do. We will build this country. Joseph Bwaka. Yeah. Tamasa.
Yeah. So he already accused the other people.
He already accused the other people.
Yeah.
We're talking about this place.
Yeah, of being hooligan.
Yeah, this place. Who go to that place? This place means the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who goes there? Are the lawmakers who have problems that they need settled? Is the rule of law CAUCUS as they start themselves now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, he already took a side.
He took a side.
He took a side.
Yeah. He took a side. Tamasa, let's hear you quickly here.
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore. I think the president undermined this investigation.
He did.
He has turned the entire investigation as a partisan investigation. I think clearly he accusing the opposition political parties, and he accusing And even those lawmakers who continue to stand and to defend the integrity of our country, we think that Mr. Bwaka have lost everything. That's why we're calling for an independent investigation into this matter. The police chief and the fire chief, as Cyril said, they didn't do anything good for our country.
No.
Millions of Liberians were waiting to get a clear outcome of these investigations. But we still continue to follow this particular matter, Mr. Gilman.
No doubt.
I just want to double down on this, Mr. Gilman. There's nothing as accident. These were all pre-calculated. These were all organized, planned. I still believe that Representative Koga and Colette and the rest of the team from that particular JNB block need to be called into this matter.
Absolutely.
I truly believe, as a political person, we know how things work, especially people that don't believe in the interest of our country, but they believe in self-interest. The budget, the $800 and some more million budget, Mr. Barker doubled down on it clearly that this budget should be passed before the new year. And there was no good ground. The Capitol building was not a feasible ground to have two groups, one from the speaker and one claiming to be speaker to go and discuss this budget. Many people have never said this. I just want to double down on it again. Because of that, they have to create an environment that will be uncomfortable, that is not proper,
right?
And the Capitol building could not morally, politically, lawfully, you cannot pass a budget where you had two persons, the legitimate speaker and one claiming to be speaker, under the same roof to discuss the budget to pass it. The only thing that will aid and abet this particular process was to create this particular situation by Honorable Koga, who left from that place by 11 p.m. on the 17th, and the rest of the team. They pre-planned this. The Capitol, the City Hall were already designated. It was a designated ground. They knew what they wanted to do. They had the chairs already taken out from that building, that the moment it happens, they go straight to the City Hall, because that would be the perfect ground for the lawless lawmakers to go and to initiate what they have done. This investigation, the police that barricaded that particular place, that sealed that place, need to be investigated. Koga and those hooligan lawmakers needs to be investigated. Absolutely. This is nothing about outside forces going in there. It can happen, and it never happened. No. It was all internal something, and they did this only to make sure that the $800 and some more budget be passed. This is my take on this particular matter.
And so we call them liar men.
In my
they are
own
indeed
country,
liar men. But
they trying to track me down. For what? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Joe Rastafari, King Selassie, big up, oh, Mr. Liar Man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. Oh, Mr. Liar Man. You know I didn't do the thing you say I do.
Ruth Pine,
oh, Mr. Liar
our
Man.
God is still on the throne. These people will be disgraced. What to see? Absolutely. Eddie, I believe the police is a prime suspect, so the police IG needs to recuse himself from the investigation.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Nathan Dennis, exactly, Mr. Sir.
You know
Kala original reto. They are more than liars man. Liar man. Cecilia's liar yakablo. There's nothing Liberians can do to sleep it good. So let's just sit down and be watching them. Next time, they will learn their lessons well. Let God judge you.
I am man. I'm telling to it. I am man. Let God judge you.
Mr. Liar man.
So what you keep lying? Lie.
Why you keep lying? Darlington, where the liar man? Absolutely.
Oh,
Now,
Mr.
folks,
Liar man. Oh, Mr. Liar man.
that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much. Linda Muslim, if you just joined us here, welcome. But the show is done. You can replay and get the feel from there, okay? God's willing, we're going to be back with you Thursday with another edition right here on this podium, this platform. Until then, thanks to our callers who did the show tonight. Thanks to our team of panelists and analysts, Sarah Doko, Milano Kamasa. All of you that partner with us here, thank you as well. You made the conversation a good one by your input. And our distributors at the show, thank you very much. All of you on the YouTube channel, thank you for tuning in tonight. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Those of you on the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. As well as those of you following on Facebook, you can also subscribe, follow, and like our Facebook page. All right? Robert B. Wilson, Joseph Yankee, Alex Kolo, thank you very much. Danny B. Watkins, you were on fire tonight. Ask SB Prelude, you were Dissent trending. I didn't get your call tonight. For those of you, 1 or 2 persons who didn't take your calls, we apologize. We're going to take your call next time, okay? Yeah. Wanna hear it?
Don't ever follow back on Mr. Liar man.
Don't follow out Mr. Liar man.
See it already, you know. Listen me.
Listen to me.
Mr. Liar man, wicked man,
Bad man,
and
foolish man.
Listen me.
Listen to me.
Fire upon Mr. Wicked man then. Mr.
Fire!
Liar man then. Fire!
Fire! Hey! You can join us on the FM link for your non-stop entertainment. Take care. I'll catch you.